It's time for boys high school soccer on the NCW Life Channel. Today's broadcast is brought to you by the Wenatchee Valley YMCA. Now, let's go to the pitch for live high school soccer. Alongside Matt Wisen, here's Sebastian Moraga.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Wildcat Stadium in East Wenatchee, Washington for tonight's encounter between the Davis Pirates and the Eastmont Wildcats. Hi again, I'm Sebastian Moraga. Alongside me, as always, is our soccer expert, Matt Wisen. And Matt, this is what it's all about. You know, this is what you strive for at the beginning of the season, to be able to start the road to the state championship on your own turf.
Exactly. Eastmont's been working hard this year, and they got rewarded by a chance to win districts tonight. The field is absolutely fantastic tonight. The weather couldn't ask for anything better. I'm excited.
It's going to be a good one, folks. Matt, one of the things that we've noticed is that Davis and Eastmont are two teams that know each other really well.
Yeah, so this is what, the third time they've seen each other this year. Very competitive games and very physical games. Eastmont's ready for them. I've been talking to them prior to this, and they're out, they're loose. They look like they're in good spirits. They're ready to go.
They simply cannot wait, and neither can we. When we come back, we will take a look at what Coach Vidal Hurtado has to say on our coach's interview, and a whole lot more here coming your way on NCW Live Channel. Don't go away. Welcome back to Wildcat Stadium here in East Wenatchee. Alongside us now is the head coach of the Eastmont Wildcats, Vidal Hurtado. Coach, welcome. And a 4-3 win against Davis, then a 4-3 loss against Davis. These are two teams that are basically made up for a really great playoff clash.
Absolutely, I couldn't agree more with it. Looking at the rosters, we're very evenly matched, so it should be that way. The match should stay that way. But yeah, I would expect it to be contested and well played all throughout the game.
For those of us who haven't seen Davis before, what kind of a team are they? How do they treat the ball?
I would say that they try to play through the middle a little bit, and but they do try to stay direct as possible. Also, our field kind of allows for that, but I would expect a lot of opportunities up top for both sides.
All right, thank you. Just a reminder, this a coach interview brought to you by Heritage Memorial Chapel, a proud sponsor of NCW Live Channel. Matt Wisen, your thoughts?
Congratulations, first of all, for making it to the district championship playoff game. That's good for Eastmont soccer. It's good for your future. How are the boys? How did they treat this last week? Were they intense? Were they laid back? What describe the mood in the locker room?
The mood has been good. As I mentioned to them, our job was to show up to this game at 100% with everybody healthy. So we had to do what we had to do. There was a couple days of intensity. Wednesday was intense conditioning, and then we started to slow it down throughout the week so we can be healthy and ready for tonight. So it's just a management thing for them, and they were ready. They were going along with all that we were doing.
Now, watching their warm-ups, they all looked pretty loose. They all looked pretty healthy, and it looks like you brought up a few from the JV potentially. Who are they, and how are you feeling?
Yeah, I brought 4 guys up from JV: Damian Rees, goalkeeper; Santos Fuentes, defender; Diego Vasquez, defender; and Alfredo Gonzalez as a mid. So yeah, they worked hard through the season, and we felt that they were the most ready and qualified to step up in the field.
All right, well, congratulations to those players, and congratulations to you too.
Thank you very much, Coach. The coach's interview brought to you by Heritage Memorial Chapel, a funeral home with a heritage owned by a trusted friend. When we come back, we have 40 top-notch minutes of playoff soccer action for you. This is NCW Live Channel. Don't go away. Welcome back to Wildcat Stadium. There we go. Much better. And we're just about ready to start what will no doubt be an intense, exciting first half of play between the Davis Pirates and your Eastmont Wildcats. Big day of sports here, not just in the Wenatchee Valley with this game, but for those of us who are fans of other franchises in the area, such as the Seattle Mariners. Big day for the Mariners too today, folks. Canadian pitcher just threw a no-hitter for the Mariners in Canada. But gentlemen, the Canadians they ended their game early, so you could switch the channel to NCW Live and watch some soccer here with us. The Eastmont Wildcats decked in white tops, red shorts, and white socks. The Davis Pirates decked almost entirely in black with orange numbers. The Davis Pirates will take care of business from left to right on your screen, ladies and gentlemen, while the Wildcats will go in an opposite direction. People keep trickling in. We're just about ready to start this contest between Pirates and Wildcats. Ed Navarro checking with one referee, checking with the other, checking his watch. And we're in business here at Wildcat Stadium. Playoff game between Wildcats and Pirates. The quick touch to the back. Now pushing it farther upfield across the equator. There's Manny Lopez. Lopez with a bit of room. Trying to thread the needle there, a bit too fine. Stolen by the Pirates. This could be interesting. A quick run. Alexis Arellano stopped at the 18. And this could be interesting in anticipation. There is Flavio Espinosa. And the touch for the awaiting Johan Espinosa didn't quite work. At the top of the D we are. A quick foul there that Navarro says play on as the Pirates retain possession. Cole Madsen with the ball now, marked by Bravo. Madsen with some speed. Arellano. Ball goes out of bounds. It should be Eastmont ball, and kind of a scary, shaky start for this contest early on, Matt Wisen.
Yeah, the pitch is kind of messing with both teams a little bit right now. It looks absolutely beautiful, but it's a little slippery and also slow. And so that's the pace of the passes have hurt both teams.
There's Cristian Camacho, Edson Aviles, Manny Lopez, Camacho. Minute 30 in this first half. Aviles and Aviles, Sebastián the last one. Romero, Sergio Bravo. Triangulation back to Bravo. Long ball does not work, and there he is, Cuauhtémoc Munguía, with his first appearance of the night. Munguía. Long kick upfield. Edson Aviles. Sergio Bravo. Pivoting header by Flavio Jair Espinosa. Avila on the return. Touchback for Munguía. Back to Avila. Jefferson Cruz indicating the direction the ball should go, and Avila pays attention. There's Jefferson. Alejandro Arteaga, deep ball, and an interesting maneuver that time. Let's see what happens, and a bit of a break for the Eastmont Wildcats. Forget a bit, a huge break for the Eastmont Wildcats, Matt Wisen.
Yeah, all he had to do was walk that in, but then the ball just absolutely stopped. Yeah, I think nerves got a little bit on him there and tripped over the ball, and yeah, that's unfortunate for Davis, but everything you want for your Eastmont.
If the game doesn't go Davis' way, something tells me he's going to be telling the story of that play for years to come. Pivoting header that time by Cole Madsen. The touch to the back, a bit too hard, but Mr. Rishko manages to control. Kicked up field, ball goes out of bounds, and Mr. Flavio Espinosa with a few things to say to his teammate. We're back in action now. The Pirates moving the ball sideways a little bit. Alejandro Arteaga now upfield. Aaron Arteaga. Alejandro Arteaga. Rejected by Cristian Camacho, connecting with Leon and ultimately with Manny. Manny and Espinosa for the other Espinosa, Flavio. Flavio Espinosa, marked by Jacob Avila. Flavio taking it away. Flavio keeping it alive. The touch to the back for Johan Espinosa. The shot bounces off two defenders. And a good opportunity goes wasting for the Wildcats here early on in this contest.
Yeah, it was a good touch by Johan to get the shot off. Just unfortunately for him, Davis really collapsed deep in the box and were able to block that.
A quick run down the left flank into Eastmont territory. Rejected by the Wildcats. Whistle on the play, however, as Rafael Diaz hits the deck. Free kick for the Pirates. We have 4 minutes 42 seconds into this contest. There's the kick, and Mr. Rishko getting to that ball first and getting himself a nice little ovation from the still growing crowd here at Wildcat Stadium.
Yeah, I'm not sure how much more we're going to grow if we're Davis over there. We only got about 6 people in the stands.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. Quick run and goes out of bounds. And as always, we have a player that's not on the roster, folks. It's number 22 for Davis. So it looks like it's Jacob Magaña because I don't see a number 20, and number 20 is listed. But we have the first corner kick of the game here for the Wildcats, and for either team, as a matter of fact. There's a kick. Far post, the header. What a beauty. Goes wasted.
Good look
as
there.
it sails over the crossbar. Good effort by the Eastmont Wildcats that time. 5 minutes 45 seconds. The corner kick by number 17, Tony Leon. First corner kick of the game for either team. And we're back in action now. Aaron Arteaga. Jefferson Cruz taken away by Lopez. And now Espinosa. Espinosa, little chipper for Tony Leon. Marked by Arteaga. Shot across. Quick header, good move. Let's see if he gets to touch it, and does not. Flavio Espinosa just a hair too late. And Cuauhtemoc Munguia rolling the ball to his left, putting it into play. Cole Madsen. Alejandro Arteaga. Through ball does not prosper, as Gabriel Galindo was on another zip code at the time. And Mr. Rishko with the stop. Raimundo Mendez and Rishko once again. The touch a bit risky that time for Cristian Camacho. Camacho and Leon. Leon and Edson Aviles. Aviles and Espinosa. Espinosa and Bravo. Everybody's getting a taste of it today. Flavio Espinosa. Balauro. The ball a bit too long. Jacob Avila will recover. Flavio Jair Espinosa on the marking. Ball goes out of bounds. There's a flag up. Let's see what the referee says. Yes, indeed. Eastmont ball. 7 minutes 22 seconds into this first half of play is Eastmont and Davis for the district title here on NCW Live Channel. Sebastián Moraga on the call. Matt Wisen on the analysis. Balauro. Espinosa Flavio. Balauro. Quick heel touch. Flavio Espinosa into the box. Balauro trying to hook it up. Let's see, there's a penalty kick. There's a penalty kick. No hesitation on the part of Etzael Navarro.
What got him is he lifted that leg up on the follow through. If he would have kept that on the ground, I think Ed would have left that play out. But he lifted that leg and didn't give Ed any ability to not call the penalty. 9th
minute of play, and it's Mr. Johan Daniel Espinosa with the chance to make this a 1-0 affair for the Eastmont Wildcats. There's the whistle. Johan Right foot, Johan the shot! Well placed, well located, beautiful shot past the diving Munguia. 1-0 Wildcats, Matt Wiseman.
Good shot. Keeper read that, but I haven't seen many of Johan's penalties be blocked before, so he has a way of just getting those just off the fingertip and into the net.
9th minute of play, and the Wildcats take a 1-0 lead. Johan Espinosa with a penalty kick goal.
And the crowd just showed up for Eastmont.
There's a throw-in for the Wildcats. Manny Lopez, Flavio Yair Espinosa, Cole Madsen, recovered by Sergio Bravo, Romero. A bit too long for Balauro. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be Wildcats, no, Pirates ball. Jefferson Cruz. Avila. Pivoting header by Madsen, connecting with Raimundo Mendez. That one is Arteaga. That's the other Arteaga, Alejandro. Long push-up field. Response by the Wildcats. A bit too long, however, for Cristian Camacho. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be a throw-in for the Pirates. 9 minutes, 59 seconds. Let's just call it 10 minutes into this first half of play, and the Wildcats of Eastmont are leading the Pirates of Davis 1-0. There's a chipper into the box, and the hands of Mr. Vladimir Rishko.
Yeah, good read. He got off his line quick to get that ball. He's seen that ball before, and he if it would have delayed any more, I think it could have been interesting.
Leon cannot catch up to it. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be a throw-in for the Pirates. The last time we saw this team was in a game only a mother could love, the Davis-Wenatchee game. I don't think that kind of attitude, I don't think that kind of showing would do Davis any good. I think they have to come out and go after this game from the very get-go.
Yeah, definitely. And so far, Davis is playing a much better game than they were.
True.
The slow pitch is really kind of messing with Davis a little bit and hurting their ability. Madsen is going to shine no matter what, and he's done pretty well. But you can tell he's also been hampered a little bit by the pace of this play.
Raimundo Mendez, Galindo, Madsen, Mendez, Galindo, Arteaga, Magaña, Arteaga, Raimundo Mendez, quick ball into the box, well placed, and the shot by Mr. Madsen goes wide. I was waiting for that handball call that never came, and in the meantime Mr. Madsen delivered a right-footed shot that looked a little scary from up here, but Mr. Rishko didn't seem to pay it much mind, my Wiseman.
No, that was a good shot. Just got out the outside of his foot a little bit too much. I was waiting for that handball as well. Maybe I didn't see it correctly, but either way, we're still playing, and there's no penalty given on the other end.
Today's broadcast is sponsored by Wenatchee Valley YMCA for youth development, healthy living, and social responsibility. A quick push-up field.
A little better defensively there by Eastmont. I was hoping that they would shrink the field a little bit defensively in their attacking third and the middle third. So what I'm saying there is they've been playing them straight up. They've been giving Davis the opportunity to play the ball either left or right by the way that they're positioned. And if they position themselves, which only gives them half the field.
Lopez, Espinosa taken away. Please continue, Matt.
If they position themselves in a way that only gives Davis half the field to work with, only showing them half to play with, basically.
Flavio Espinosa, good move. Nice job staying on side. There's Johan, and it sails over the crossbar. And three coaches, I believe 2 coaches on the Eastmont staff covered their faces with their hands when they saw that ball sail away, Matt Wiseman.
I haven't seen many times when Johan toe pokes the ball, and that was one of the few times I've seen it, and we see what the result is. I'm sure he wants that one back.
But I like the way Eastmont is taking not perhaps control of this game, but they're certainly taking a degree of initiative in this game. They're not speculating, they're not spectating, they're not sitting back. They're hoping to create something, to make something happen, and they're not looking like a team who's satisfied by leading 1-0.
Yeah, we spent most of the first half of the Wenatchee-Davis game waiting for one of the teams to take the initiative and play. They're both like really weary of each other and scared to make a mistake, and neither one of these teams tonight are that way, and it's a much more entertaining game to watch.
Absolutely. Arteaga, right foot a kick across the equator. The touch to Alexis Arellano. Magaña. Cristian Camacho. Camacho waiting for on his left is Tony Leon. To him it goes. Leon. Quick move. Espinosa. Camacho and Leon. Leon and Camacho. Yours, mine, mine, yours. Leon. Johan Espinosa.
Good patience by Eastmont here.
Avilés. Lopez. Espinosa. Espinosa. Avilés. And the Birds.
Yeah.
Goal kick for the Pirates. Matt Wisen, you were about
Davis
to say
is
something.
really getting numbers in the middle of the field. They're just really compact. Just inviting Eastmont to play down the flanks or play wide. So we'll see how Eastmont adjusts to that if they send the ball in there and tries to stretch them a little bit.
The quick touch. Triangulation there. Aaron Arteaga. Gabriel Galindo. Cole Madsen. Madsen. Shading left. Magaña. Recovered by Sergio Bravo. That one is Lopez. Lopez. To Harvey the Rabbit.
Well, they played the ball into the corner. And that might actually hold up in the field here. Yeah, right on the corner. It's not out of bounds. He's a field player at that point. You don't get many opportunities to take on a field player.
You could see him wondering, now what exactly am I supposed to do here?
Yeah.
For just a split second. That's Manny Lopez with the ball. Lopez again. Edson Avilés back to Lopez. Switching flanks now. The quick touch to the center back. Sebastián Avilés. Across midfield. Bit too tall for Magaña. Avila with better luck. No, I stand corrected because here comes Eastmont. There's the shot trying to connect with Flavio Yair Espinosa, who still manages to keep it in bounds. There's the shot into the box. Cleared away by the back line of the Pirates.
Well, Davis is chasing the ball here. Eastmont needs to keep that thing moving from side to side, and they'll open them up down the middle if they can do that.
They're all bunched up there. You can see just a forest of black jerseys. Madsen trying to stay in onside is Arellano. A bit too long. First runner is Sebastián Avilés. Magaña. Nice heel touch by Madsen. Pushing it upfield, trying to connect with Alexis Arellano. To him it goes. Alexis. Magaña. Backing up a little bit. Trying to regroup. Over the head of Ed Navarro. Recovered by the Wildcats. Manny Lopez. Jacob Avila. All the way to Arellano. Trying to stay onside is Madsen. The shot. Left-footed. And the stop by Mr. Rishko. That was a good opportunity for Pirates. They connected well, and perhaps a little more power on that ball would have had a different outcome.
Yeah, that was a good play. I was just about to say Davis needs a little bit more numbers up if they're going to take on Eastmont's 5 or 6 back, but you never quite know what Madsen's going to pull out of his hat, and he had some good combination play in there and got a shot off.
18 minutes of play, 17 minutes 45 to be exact. And the Wildcats of Eastmont still leading the Pirates from Yakima's Davis High School, 1-0. Aaron Arteaga taken away nimbly by Rafael Diaz, surprising that defender. The shot to the far post, the header, and a bit of a whiff there and on the top of the box. The shot stopped by the back line of Eastmont. Shaky moments for the Wildcats now. Pushed upfield, trying to connect that time with Raimundo Mendez, but wow, Scary moments for the gang in white and red, Matt Wisen.
Yeah, this is. I'm looking at Vlad, and he needs to take the initiative here and light some of those defenders up and wake them up. He's really quiet, barely talking too much to him. I would be a little animated in getting under their skin. They're just they need a jolt of caffeine and maybe some shaking.
Alexis Arellano and Gabriel Galindo have taken a seat, as has Raimundo Mendez. We'll tell you in a second who has taken their place. One of them, it looks like number 15, Cesar Segura. There's Arteaga, far post. And the connection with Rafael Diaz does not prosper.
So the communication, I'll get back to that. I mean, Vlad's the one who's facing the pitch and the majority of the pitch more so than anybody else. So he should be the leader back there in the defense. But communication is definitely really what's the root cause of all this. And yeah, they need to get on it.
The ball that ends up at the hands of Mr. Rishko. Another sub for the Pirates is Randy Bravo, number 23, along to the aforementioned number 15, Cesar Segura. And I believe there's a third. We'll keep you posted on that. Taken away, a bit of miscommunication that could have been costly. Segura. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be a throw-in for the Pirates. And another substitution in the making for the visiting team from Yakima. 20 minutes, 15 seconds into this one. They're still waiting for the sub. And it looks like it's number 11, Alexis Arellano, taking a seat. We'll tell you in a minute who replaces him, as we see Cesar Segura getting ready for this upcoming throw-in. 20 minutes 40. Looks like it's Angel Alvarado, number 24. Pivoting header. Doesn't get to Alvarado. Shot across from the left side, from the right side. Arteaga, the shot, and it bounces off the hands of Rishko. And it's a corner kick for Davis. What should we call it?
That was a laser shot.
Yeah.
A great shot to keep that thing down. A lot of pace on it. What, about 30 some odd yards out? 33 yards out. Yeah, Rishkov is going to probably want to check those gloves for the holes.
Exactly, yep. 21 minutes, 25 seconds. First corner kick of the game for the Pirates, who are still trailing Eastmont 1-0. And another substitution in the making. Again, the Pirates sending Rafael Diaz to the bench. We'll tell you in a second who replaces him.
He's going to have fresh legs. I like Davis's style here tonight. He's keeping very fresh legs in, and he's wanting those players to work hard while they're out there.
Shot. Oh, bounces off a defender. There's the shot, and Rishko with the save. My goodness. And there's another shot, bounces around in the mixer there, and Mr. Rishko finally with the stop. But the wrench threatening to catch on fire here for the Wildcats halfway through the first half. But the score stays 1-0, the lead for the hometown boys, the Eastmont Wildcats. So 3 substitutions at the very least for the Pirates. Segura, number 15, Bravo, number 23, and Alvarado, number 24. Jefferson Cruz, Madsen. Can't connect with Bravo. There's Bravo. Madsen opening the game up on the right side. To him it goes. Madsen, left foot, dances a little. The touch for Alvarado. Is he going to catch up to it? Flag is up. He's offsides.
That's the one time I've seen Madsen second guess his instinct, and it cost him there. And also had his head down. If he would have looked on his right, he would have seen that the Eastmont defender had tripped and left a co-player wide open.
Bravo. There's a bit of push there. Segura taking it back for Eastman is Tony Leon. Arteaga flinging it across or kicking it across midfield.
Come on,
There's
Gio.
Alvarado. A bit of hesitation by Sebastián Avilés. The Pirates with a bit of a second wind here halfway through the first half, and there's a good ball into the box and now out. Flavio Yair Espinosa marked by Arteaga. Ball goes out of bounds. Referee says it's a goal kick, and another substitution coming for the Pirates. We'll tell you in a second who returns to the pitch dressed in black.
So very different bench management styles here tonight. Eastmont players on the bench haven't been getting up and warming up at all. And Davis, every 10 minutes or so, their players are up, warming up, and then sitting back down. That's more my style, what I prefer. You never know when you have to call on your bench, and you want your players always having kind of a light sweat broken and warm and ready to go in case they're called upon on a minute's notice.
The number 25 player, Mauricio Sanchez, entering the contest. A quick hello over the airwaves to the older Mauricio Sanchez, longtime keeper for the Yakima Reds and Wenatchee FC.
The Wenatchee FC youth goalkeeper coach, and as well as other coach right now as well.
That's right. That's right. Recently tied the knot.
Yeah.
Over in his native Mexico. So our congratulations to Mr. and Mrs. Sanchez. There's a quick ball rejected by the Pirates. There's Madsen. Sebastián Avilés taken back by the Pirates, and that ball is still not clear. The pitch is really messing this team up, folks. It's uncanny to see how much trouble the home team is having with their home pitch.
Yeah, it's finally, I think, in great shape, but they don't know how to play on it.
Lopez. Espinosa. Flavio, the shot across. Handball. Handball.
But no.
Handball. No, there's goal. There's the goal. Play continued, and for good reason. Good job by the referee letting it continue, and there's a double somersault by Flavio Yair Espinosa, making this a 2-0 lead. Matt Wisen.
Yeah, great finish. I was waiting for Ed to blow the whistle and point to the spot again. Good thing he didn't. I'm sure he's happy that the players were able to take care of it on the pitch.
That speaks of maturity on the part of Wildcat. Do not stop playing until you hear that whistle. The play has not stopped until you hear that whistle. And they went after it. They chased after it. And there's the reward. 2-0 Wildcats. Flavio Yair Espinosa in the 26th and Johan Daniel Espinosa in the 9th minute. How many times have we said that this season, Matt Wisen? The Espinosa sharing the wealth.
I lost track. I lost count a lot.
There's Johan.
Now next year,
There's Manny. Go ahead.
Flavio may not be with the team, unfortunately. I mean, congratulations to Flavio. He was invited to play on the MLS Academy Seattle Sounders team.
Wow.
And there are some trade-offs when you move up to that level. Sounders Academy, MLS Academy teams, might I say, prohibit other play outside of their academy team, as they should. It's an investment in a player.
Of course, yes.
They treat him more like a professional player, so you lose some of your ability to play outside of that, and as well as almost needing to move to Seattle to train 5 days a week. So there's definitely an investment in that. But a lot of good opportunities come from that, and that's what he wants to do. So this is where he needs to go. So congratulations, Flavio.
Isn't he just like a sophomore?
I believe so.
Holy cats.
And you know, and they have teams at all ages, academy teams at all ages. So there's some 14-year-olds, some 13-year-olds going and playing at the same level. With the same restraints on them as well.
With a bit of trouble there, and the delivery does not work, and there's the shot.
Offside.
Rishko clears it, but the flag is up. And oh my goodness, what is going on with the ball and the control of the ball, the ball management? I don't know what you call that. It's just, is it really just the field playing tricks on these guys?
There's some communication errors. There's some just some lack of focus going on back there.
And look at Coach Hurtado right there. Both hands on top of his head as if he cannot believe what he's watching, and he's ahead 2-0.
Yeah, some weird mojo just going on back there. I think he's telling his goalkeeper just to wake these guys up, really shake them a little bit, and get them into the game.
The old kick in the rump, as Ferdy Pacheco, the boxing expert, used to say. There's the throw-in. Coming for the Wildcats. Manny and Leon. Leon and Manny. A bit too long for Johan. Let's see what happens. No, he catches up to it. Over there to help out is Flavio. He goes in the personal maneuver. Johan the shot, and a beautiful shot with almost no angle. And an even better stop by Cuauhtemoc Munguia. Folks, I do not know if this is bona fide. Perhaps I shouldn't even say it, but rumor has it that today is Teacher Appreciation Day. So quick shout out to all the teachers here in the Wenatchee Valley watching this show. In particular, I'd like to send some love to Ms. Nancy Minard over in Seattle, Washington, my journalism teacher in high school. She's recuperating from a stroke. And without her, my life would be very, very, very different today, folks, and not in a good way. So much love to Ms. Minard, and much love to all the teachers here in the Wenatchee Valley for everything they do for our youth. There's a quick move. Whistle on the play, foul called. And a bit of a lecture there for number 22, Jacob Magaña. Putting it quickly in action. There's Manny Lopez. Flavio Espinosa, right foot. Curving away from the marker. Shot across, and good idea by Johan. Just ran out of room there, Matt Weiser.
Yeah, he did a good job to get around that. He's making that outside back work tonight, and
and it's not going well for him.
It's not going well for him.
Folks, don't forget the winner of this game is the district champion. If this score holds, we will have the trophy presentation right after the end of this contest, so stay tuned. A quick push upfield, trying to connect with Alvarado, recovered by Cristian Camacho. Camacho and Manny Lopez. Lopez and Espinosa Flavio. The quick move for Johan. Johan into the box. Johan trying to shake one off. Does. Trying to get a shot across. Does. And top by the center back of the Pirates. Trying again now is Manny Lopez. Lopez, whistle on the play. Foul called. And the first yellow card of the game to number 24. Alvarado, Angel Alvarado.
Yeah, he stomped him, and that I can tell you firsthand how much that hurts when you catch some studs to the toenail. And we get a yellow card for dissent here as well.
Yellow card going to the guy behind that guy, number 22, Jacob Magaña, from what I could tell from up here. In the 33rd minute. And is this Johan Espinosa territory, or?
Yeah, I would say so, definitely. I mean, unless his younger brother gets a word in, but I think this is all Johan.
Clock on 32 minutes 10. The Eastmont Wildcats hoping to extend this 2-0 lead over the Davis Pirates. 4 on the wall. Whistle on the play. There is Johan, right foot, the shot, and a goal, 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 goal! Johan Espinosa for the Eastmont Wildcats.
Couldn't have put that any tighter into that corner there. And there's Rishkov celebrating over there. It's taking some of the pressure off of him now as well. So, really quick, back up. Educate the audience a little bit. What I meant by dissent. It's a technical term resulting in the yellow card. Dissent is basically arguing with the referee.
Of course, yes.
Showing the referee up in any way. And unlike a lot of other sports, arguing with referees is generally not tolerated in soccer worldwide, and which I appreciate.
Indeed. Indeed. And Mr. Munguia, I cannot tell you how frustrated he is right now. He is getting into it with his coach. He was smacking the ground with his fists because that ball bounced off the upright and then off him, I believe. What did you see, Matt Weiser?
Yeah, I saw it go off of the two pipes, and it had a lot of English on it.
For sure.
And it spun off the near post side and went directly across and still had that English and carried it into the goal. It couldn't have got any closer. And just a matter of a fraction of an inch or a centimeter would have almost kept that ball out. And the keeper's got to be extremely frustrated.
And Cesar Mendoza, number 13, has entered the contest for the Eastmont Wildcats, who are now leading 3-0. And now the discussion is between Vidal Hurtado and his goalkeeper. Play continues, however. Sergio Bravo. That one looked like Gabriel Galindo. No, it's Johan Solorzano. That's the other sub. Number 2, Johan Solorzano. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be a throw-in for the Wildcats, who now lead 3-0, a handful of minutes away from the end of this first half. And a very different story so far than we've seen between these two teams. The first two matches were split with identical 4-3 scores. This first half has been rather lopsided when in comparison. 3-0 lead for the Wildcats here at Wildcat Stadium. Espinosa Flavio. The touch for Johan. Balauro and Johan. Balauro. Johan. Edson Avilés. Johan Espinosa. Whoa. Bit of trouble there. Avilés Sebastián. Cristian Camacho. Flavio Espinosa. Nate Balauro. Balauro with some room. Right foot. Balauro. The shot. And diving. Mr. Munguia watches it sail by. Good effort by the Wildcats that time, Matt White.
Good bout of possession there, and they moved things around. They picked their shot. Davis is looking a little unorganized now and a little lost some hands on in a questioning position now, and they're looking around for some answers.
Cuauhtémoc Munguia. The goal kick. Nice header. Flavio Espinosa. Marked by Arteaga. There's Flavio. The stop. Leans past 2. Nice ball. The shot. And it was Mr. Sergio Bravo with the opportunity that goes wasting. Ball goes out of bounds. Another goal kick for the Wildcats. 36 minutes, 45 seconds into this first half of play. You're watching NCW Live Channel, the district championship game between the Davis Pirates and your Eastmont Wildcats. There's the goal kick. Another good header. Trying to connect with Mendoza. Taken back by the Pirates. A through ball. Looking that time for, it looked like Cesar Segura. Taken back by the Wildcats. Nate Balauro. Giovanni Romero. Mendoza. Ball goes out of bounds. Throw-in for the Pirates. 37 minutes, 37 seconds into this first half of play. Raimundo Mendez, Cole Madsen. Madsen. Back to Mendez. Stolen by Flavio Espinosa. The header by Jefferson Cruz. Pushed upfield by Cristian Torres. Rafael Diaz. Jacob Magaña. Rafael Diaz. Mendez. Once again stolen by Flavio Espinosa. This could be interesting. On his left is Balauro. On his right, a bit of room. Goes right. The header over the head of Johan. Taken back by the Pirates. The quick give and go. Rafael Diaz under siege. Ball goes out of bounds. Mr. Solorzano cannot come up with it, and it will be a throw-in for the Wildcats. The Davis Pirates having a really tough time in this stretch of the game, making it past midfield. Matt Wisen. That perhaps is the source of contentment and satisfaction on the coaching staff, that we saw them clapping because, oh my goodness, I spoke too soon. Here's Madsen. There's Rishko. Way to make me a liar, boys. Quick move by Madsen. Found him in a one-on-one with Rishko that Rishko solved quite nimbly. But yeah, they were having quite a bit of trouble making it past midfield, and we saw some of the assistant coaches for Eastmont clapping as the ball went into the throw-in because the Pirates could not get past the center circle.
Yeah, Davis is definitely struggling in all facets of the game right now. I'm sure the coach just wants to see a halftime whistle blown, and so he can get in and calm these boys down a little bit and make some adjustments.
Flavio Espinosa's on side. Waiting for it is Mendoza. There's Flavio. To Johan Espinosa.
So quick
There's
update.
Mendoza.
Oh. Okay, now quick update from Wenatchee at Sunnyside. Game just started at 7:40. They've been in a lightning and weather delay, so they're just now underway as we win a corner kick. Eastmont wins a corner kick here, and we found halftime.
And there's the whistle that tells us that this first half ends with Eastmont ahead 3-0. We'll take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll recap the first half and tell you all what's coming ahead. This is NCW Live Channel. Don't go away. Welcome back to Wildcat Stadium. Side of tonight's district championship match between the Davis Pirates of Yakima and your Eastmont Wildcats, with the Wildcats leading by a score of 3-0 here at the halftime break, which is just about over. We've just gotten word that there are some lightning strikes in the Leavenworth area, so we may be faced with a lightning delay later on in this second half. Of course, the final call belongs to the gentleman in blue, more specifically Ed Navarro, the head referee today, the central referee. But in the meantime, we will play and proceed as scheduled with the second half of this contest. The Eastmont Wildcats have taken their spots on the field. They will take care of business from left to right on your screen, ladies and gentlemen, and the Davis Pirates will do their thing in the opposite direction. The fandom for the Pirates has grown. There are about, I would say, 12, maybe 15 people cheering on their Pirates tonight. And the fandom for the Wildcats has increased exponentially as well, including one very special guest. Mr. Mauricio Sanchez is in the house tonight. He is, of course, the namesake, and as far as I know, that's all there is. No relation to Mauricio Sanchez, a player on the Pirates squad. We'll repeat our good wishes to a good friend of NCW Live Channel and a good friend of soccer here in the Valley. We're back in action now. Alexis Arellano, Balauro, Magaña. That one is Mendes. Pushed up field for Segura. Aaron Arteaga. Taken back by Segura, trying to get a shot. Let's see what the referee says. Corner kick for the Pirates.
Quick update from Sunnyside. Jake Slife gets a tying goal. It is now 1-1. I'm assuming roughly the 20th minute.
Thereabouts.
24 minutes left in the half, so pretty close.
Substitution coming for the Eastmont Wildcats. Manny Lopez will replace Cesar Mendoza. We have a situation there with somebody on the field. There's a shot, far post header, and the stop by Mr. Rishko. To 42 minutes into this one, 2 minutes into the second half.
Yeah, that's. I haven't seen Davis that deep in Eastmont's territory for a set piece all game. Was that their first corner kick?
No, that was their second corner kick. First one of the half, however. Arellano, shot across. Arellano, Matson misses. Arteaga trying again. Rejected by the back line of Eastmont. Raimundo Mendez, marked by Tony Leon. Segura, Mendez. Nice job by Johan Espinosa. Alejandro Arteaga. Long ball. Alexis Arellano. Whistle on the play. Referee will now allow for that substitution.
I think he got the placement of that offside call wrong, but it's nonetheless it's still offside. And
yep. It's Mendoza out and Lopez in for the Wildcats, who are a scant 37 minutes away from a district title. Sergio Bravo. Magaña. Matson. Rafael Diaz. Back to Matson. Matson. He tries to leave one behind. The pitch kind of trips him up a little. Has to back up. Mendez. Looking for Matson again. The Wildcats recover. With some room. Espinosa for Flavio Espinosa. Connecting with Lopez on his left. Personal maneuver. Alejandro Arteaga taking it away. Pushed upfield once again by the Wildcats. Edson Avilés and Johan. Johan and Balauro. Balauro and Sergio Bravo. Romero and Bravo. Johan. Manny Lopez. Manny Lopez pushing it upfield. Espinosa, Flavio. The shot across. It dances in front of the mouth of the goal, and a hair too late. Looked like Johan. 44 minutes, 40 seconds.
That's when Eastmont's at their best tonight, is when they're just being patient, staying in possession of the ball. It seems like they just get more and more creative for every touch they take.
Alejandro Arteaga. Raimundo Mendez. Cole Matson. Diaz. Rafael Diaz. Back to Matson. A bit too long. Sebastián Avilés leaving it for Vladimir Rishko. And there's the fandom awakening again. The header by Lopez. No call by the referee. Alejandro Arteaga. Ball goes out of bounds. Throw-in for the Wildcats that are still leading 3-0. Substitution coming for the Pirates. Cole Matson will take a breather. And it will be replaced, it looked like, by Gabriel Galindo, number 3. 45 minutes, 45 seconds into this contest. Nearing the 6-minute mark of the second half. Nice triangulation. Manny Lopez and Sergio Bravo. Rafael Diaz. Pivoting header by Sergio Bravo doesn't quite work. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be Pirate ball. Taking care of this one will be Jacob Magaña. Magaña and Diaz. Switching flanks now for Raimundo Mendes. Mendes into the box and at the hands of an attentive Vladimir Rishko waiting for it. 46 minutes, 36 seconds. Rishko. Balauro. Nudging it away. Magaña and Avila. Across midfield. Defensive maneuver by the Wildcats. Cristian Camacho. Gabriel Galindo and the touchline. There's a throw-in. Jefferson Cruz and Munguia. Jacob Avila across midfield. Good header. Over to chase it is Rafael Diaz. Rejected by the Wildcats. Across midfield for Balauro. The touch with Espinosa doesn't quite work. Trying again is Jacob Magaña. Manny Lopez on defensive maneuver. The push up field a bit too long, and it's Munguia to control. Cuauhtemoc Munguia. Far and away the owner of the coolest name in the Big Nine, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, definitely.
A quick run down the left flank into the box. The quick touch to the back. Rafael Diaz taken back by the Wildcats. This could be interesting. Giovanni Romero and Nate Balauro. Balauro switching flanks for Manny Lopez. Waiting for it is Espinosa. To him it goes. He controls it. At the D waits Flavio Espinosa. Espinosa Johan. The shot across. Goal, 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 goal! Goal! Eastmont Wildcats. Flavio Yair Espinosa, 49 minutes. And this one is turning into a runaway train here, folks.
Yeah, Davis, look at, I mean, heads down, exhausted. They don't know how to deal with these Espinosa brothers, and it's not their night.
And the replay, it's even prettier, folks. Nice combination, beautiful finish. Terrific, terrific collective play, beautiful game. Jogo bonito here at Wildcat Stadium. And Mr. Rishko with a bit of trouble there. Segura trying to keep it alive. Ball goes out of bounds. And it will be a throw-in for the Pirates. But first, a substitution. Pirates substitution. It looks like number 24, Alvarado, will enter the contest. Alvarado, the recipient of one of the two yellow cards of the game. The other one going to Jacob Magaña. Both in the 33rd minute. No, I stand corrected. One in the 32nd, one in the 33rd. There's Mr. Rishko, nimbly stopping and keeping it in bounds. We see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When that make that Eastman players waiting for the ball in Davis territory. Aaron Arteaga taking back by Manny Lopez. Pushed upfield. Stopped by Giovanni Romero. Trying again for the Pirates is Alexis Arellano. That one is Arteaga, Aaron Arteaga. The quick move, shot from behind. Referee says play on, then changes his mind. And it's a free kick for the Pirates. A little bit of sportsmanship there. Manny Lopez offering a handshake to the player he just fouled. Love to see that. 50 minutes, 51 seconds into this one. And we see Manny Lopez guarding one of the posts. Looks like it's going to be Mr. Magaña. Yep, there it is, Magaña. Chipper bounces off a defender, and it will be a corner kick second corner kick of the half for the Pirates, third overall for the visitors. If you just joined us, the Eastmont Wildcats are putting the hurt on the Davis Pirates, 4-0. There's a header, cleared away by Cristian Camacho. Trying again was the midfield of the Pirates, but before Mr. Number 22, Mr. Magaña, could catch up to it, the ball went out of bounds. Substitution coming for Eastmont. It's number 5 for the Wildcats. That would be Mr. Emmanuel Mendoza. Entering the contest. The heel touch. Alexis Arellano can't get past this marker. Whistle on the play, and do not agree with that call. But Edson Avilés has just been called on a foul, and it will be a free kick for the Pirates. 4-0 lead for the Eastmont Wildcats. Number 1 in the Big Nine against the number 2 team in the Big Nine, the Davis Pirates. That's regular season stats that we're mentioning. The header, bit of a mixer there, top of the box. This could be interesting. The shot, and Mr. Rishko watches it sail by. Good effort by Jefferson Cruz of the Pirates as we approach the 53rd minute of play here at Wildcat Stadium. This broadcast brought to you by Wenatchee Valley YMCA for youth development, healthy living, and social responsibility. If this result holds, the Eastmont Wildcats will earn an outright berth to state, and we will have, right after the end of regulation, the presentation of the trophy, so don't go away. Ball goes out of bounds into the crowd, to the delight of the fandom. Johan Daniel Espinosa with the assist for the fans. 53 minutes 46.
Yeah, pretty good crowd here tonight for Eastmont.
And for a school night, too. Long kick upfield, rejected by a backline of Eastmont that has really found its footing after a very shaky first half at times, Matt Wisen.
Yeah, definitely. Success on the offensive end definitely takes the pressure off on the defensive end. And they've dodged a couple of bullets here in the second half, but maybe it's just their night to stay lucky back there.
Quick run, Alvarado battling with Tony Leon. Alvarado, bit of a dance. Alvarado, nice maneuver, shot across the header. And Mr. Rafael Diaz cannot connect. Trying again from the left flank now is Alexis Arellano. Cleared away by the back line of the Wildcats. Magaña, the shot, Magaña. Mr. Rishko watches it sail by with more than just a little bit of relief.
That was a good shot there, and that had some movement on it and a little bit of a dip, and I don't necessarily know if Rishkov was going to be able to handle that if it was another half foot lower. Eastmont's defense, on the other hand, I was just looking at their shape, and it's more than communication right now. Their shape is not right. They need to tighten that up, get their cover player in a better position, and have their the balance of their defense corrected. They're not marking back post, and it seems like they're unaware of numbers on the far side.
55 minutes 25 seconds into this contest.
We have a youth girls team here watching the game tonight, being entertained.
Absolutely.
I think that looks like
we have a couple of them. Look, well, that's a boys team over there, or maybe he's just wearing a jersey.
Yeah, it looks like it. Is that a Chelsea jersey? Maybe not.
Quick touch. We're back in action now. Raimundo Mendez. That one is Alexis Arellano. Rafael Diaz. Alvarado. This one's got some speed to him. The chipper, far post. The touch. This could be interesting. Madsen cannot connect, and cleared away by the back line of Eastmont. Keeping it alive is Manny Lopez. Jefferson Cruz. Arteaga across midfield. Connecting. Pushing it upfield now is Rafael Diaz. Sent back by the Wildcats. Diaz trying again. Diaz, personal maneuver. Diaz getting the left already. Diaz, and it sails over the crossbar. What is going on? Why is the back line so static?
I don't know. They need to be delaying higher up the field, getting more than one person on the ball, and making them work backwards. Instead, they're really getting lots of penetration and just pounding them. They kind of look nervous. They look like a team on a 2-goal lead, not a 3-goal lead. Yeah, make that a 4-goal lead. So double that 2-goal lead.
Whistle on the play. We'll have a substitution, and it looks like Mr. Raimundo Mendez will take a seat for the Pirates. Seems to be a bit of a delay here. Hopefully nothing weather related. Sergio Bravo inching closer to the center circle. Arteaga. Matson. Trying to connect with Rafael Diaz, doesn't quite work. Sergio Bravo taken back by Matson. Matson trying to get past Sebastián Avilés, does not. Recovered by the Wildcats. Quick move. Good switch by León to Balauro. Balauro into the box. Balauro, who's going to help me, he seems to be saying. Ball goes out of bounds and he gets a shove. Let's see what the referee says. Says it's Pirate ball. Balauro does not agree with that. 58 minutes, 8 seconds. And a bit of a shove there. A bit of an exchange of a frank exchange of ideas between, it looks like, Alexis Arellano and Sergio Bravo. The last thing the Eastmont team needs is to give a numerical advantage to the Pirates. There's still a lot of soccer left here, folks.
Yeah, just keep your head. Don't take the bait. It might mean you end up taking a few shots here and there, but just don't take the bait. Eastmont can't afford going into playoffs, into state.
Suspensions, not at all.
With suspensions, correct.
You mentioned earlier in the game that this is not a team with the thickest of benches. They are, to some degree, even thin at some spots. There's Matson opening the game up for Alexis Arellano, cleared away by the back line of Eastmont. Ball goes out of bounds. And Mr. Vidal Hurtado sending a ball from the bench to the corner spot. Throw in for the Pirates. There's Diaz, Matson. Taken back by the Wildcats. Matson looking for a call, does not get it. Edson Avilés. Pushed upfield. Recovered by the Pirates. The Wildcats looking for a handball call, don't get it. Flag is up, offside. That's Johan Espinosa in illicit position. And another bit of a shove there. And now it's a 2-on-1, and things are getting serious. Ed Navarro better get there.
Did I just see a punch thrown?
I do believe there was an arm up. That's as far as I could tell. And it's Johan Espinosa.
Certainly looked there was contact made.
Without a doubt, yes. Without a doubt. And now Ed Navarro should consult with his assistant referee. And now a very steamed Johan Espinosa needs to take a seat. The same way Manny Lopez is not taking a seat. And Johan Espinosa is still very steamed. Somebody needs to get him out of there. Somebody needs to flat out get him out of there. If there's one last name that this Eastmont lineup cannot afford to have sitting on the bench, is the last name Espinosa for this playoff run.
Now Ed just forced a maybe a yellow card, but he forced a substitution here. No, it looks like he is writing somebody in his book. Another player came in for Davis, I believe, so it was not a red card, but Something happened. I didn't see him wired up tonight. Did you see them wired up so he was able to communicate to his AR?
I did not see him wear an earpiece of any kind.
For the Wildcats, number 14, Christian Camacho.
Cristian Camacho. I don't know the kind of influence that Johan has over his teammates, but I was amazed that nobody until very late in the discussion showed up and tried to shove him out of there. It was a Davis Pirate player trying to get him out of the situation, which of course made him even angrier.
Yeah, that's game awareness, situational awareness, and sometimes it comes with maturity. They've just got to know better. And playing these, I hate to say it, playing these Yakima teams, sometimes that's the game they play. They will get you out of your discipline, out of your focus.
There's Flavio. The shot goes wide.
And make you play that kind of ball, that street ball, that just knock down, drag out with
rough and tumble ball. Yep. 62 minutes, 26 seconds. And we see Manny Lopez, who's still talking to somebody on the bleachers, on the Eastmont bleachers, that is. And there's a good maneuver that time by Balauro. Ball bounces off his arm and a shove by Arteaga. Referee says play on. Things are getting a little chippy here. A quick move.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go to my bench if I'm coach here.
Coach Hurtado,
yeah,
Eastmont coach.
Eastmont coach. Pull some of those players out. And you know, and Davis, same thing. Really, 17 minutes left in this match. Down 4 goals. Get some of your players you called up. Just get them a letter. Let them play. You're not going to come back from 4 goals in 17 minutes. Just do the right thing. Pull some of those players that are getting heated, and let this game play out in a professional way.
Flavio Espinosa with the shot across.
Attention, there is a white BMW, license plate BFK7982. Your lights are on.
White BMW with lights on.
Man, sorry, I'm going to have to go with the dead battery. I'm going to have to live with the dead battery. Shut across, nice job. There's Manny, go, 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 go. Johan Espinosa, third personal tally, 64 minutes.
Wildcats!
That was Manny Lopez, wasn't it?
I thought it was Manny at first, but Manny's sitting on the bench right there.
Huh? I swear I saw 11. Well, my eyes are getting bad. It's just past my bedtime.
Yeah, I thought it was Manny at first, but then I saw the number 10. I was like, third personal tally.
That was a great job holding up, and just a second runner in. They called dummy.
Yeah, the screenplay. Yeah,
and the player acts like he's going to play the ball and lets it run through and froze the defender.
And here comes Flavio. Flavio wants some more. Into the box we go. Well surrounded. Opening the game up for Johan. Back to Flavio. The shot. Oh my goodness.
Great volley.
65 minutes, 2 seconds. 5-0 lead for the Wildcats here at Wildcat Stadium against the Davis Pirates. There's a ball, quick ball, back and up. Sebastián Avilés and Vladimir Rishko. Giovanni Romero. Sergio Bravo. Vasquez. Flavio Espinosa. The touch to the back. Giovanni Romero. And now the fans are starting an Ole chant. And there's Flavio, right foot, and let's see, he's got the angle, shot across. Oh, what a save by Munguia. What a save by Munguia from a shot, I believe, by number 9, Sergio Bravo. Trying again. Eastmont once more, folks. A bit of a collision there. And here comes some more right in front of the referee. Come on. Come on, Edson. Is that a yellow card? Yes,
Yeah.
indeed. That's completely unnecessary. Yellow card for Edson Aviles, 67 minutes. Right in front of the referee. And there's Edson taking a seat. Being replaced by number 4. Number 4, we'll tell you in a second who he is. Santos Fuentes. Is he one of the call-ups, Matt Weiser?
Yes, he is.
All right, somebody's getting a letter. The quick touch upfield by Eastmont. There's Flavio opening the game up. Is Vasquez. Vasquez into Davis territory. Giovanni Romero. Vasquez and Flavio. Flavio and Fuentes. Fuentes and Giovanni. Long kick upfield. Will not surprise Munguia. 67-47 into this contest. A little under 13 minutes away.
Ooh,
from
handled that ball across the line there.
Oh my goodness. Johan Espinosa. 3 goals in his personal account tonight. Quick move. Sergio Bravo. Flavio Espinosa. And the end line. Not a major problem for Cuauhtemoc Munguia. Any updates from
Halftime.
the south?
Halftime 1-1 at Sunnyside versus Wenatchee.
All right. All right. Best of luck to the folks from across the bridge as they also try to make a deep run into the playoffs. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be a throw-in for the Pirates. Substitution coming, number 16 for Eastmont will enter the contest. That is Jose Tovar. We'll make a note of that. Tovar, and will replace number 14, Cristian Camacho.
Jose Tovar.
Is he a call-up as well, Jose Tovar?
I believe he is. Let me check.
No, he is not.
He's not.
He is not. Quick move down the right flank, rejected by Tovar himself. Good move. Espinosa, Flavio, switching for Johan. The push-up field interrupted by a Pirate player. Trying again was Giovanni Romero. I gotta give it up for people like Tony Leon, Cristian Camacho, Giovanni Romero. They are the unsung heroes of this Eastmont Wildcat lineup, and they're among many others as well. They do not get their name in the scoring tally very often, but they do their jobs very, very well more often than not, Matt Weisen.
Exactly. The guys that are in there just doing the work, grinding it out, may not always get much credibility at the end of the game. You may not remember what they did. A lot of times these are the guys that are starting the goal scoring progression, the first one on the ball to make the pass that ultimately ends up in the pass that is the assist. So, yeah, good to get their names heard and called out a little bit.
70 minutes, 44 seconds into this one, folks. A quick reminder of May 9th, this Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. we will have a replay of the Stamilt Growers Grand Parade of Apple Blossom from last May 5th. Then the next day, Thursday, May 10th, we will have a replay of the Les Schwab Classy Chassis Parade from May 4th at 3:30 p.m., like I said. And then at 7 p.m., we will have a replay of the May 2nd game between the Wenatchee Wild and Spruce Grove, Game 4 of that series. Then on May 11th at 7 p.m., we will have a replay of the game from May 4th between those two teams, Wenatchee Wild and Spruce Grove, but then in this situation it will be Game 5 of that series. Then on May 12th at 2 p.m., we will have a replay of this game, Davis at Eastmont for the District Soccer Championship, and at 7 p.m. we will have a live broadcast of a lacrosse game between Wenatchee and Issaquah. 7 p.m. going live with Eric Granstrom and Rod Higley on the call. Alfredo Gonzalez has entered the contest for the Wildcats, and he is not on my roster.
Another letter earner here.
He's number 19. All right. Good for them. Good for them. Wearing that varsity uniform and a district playoff game. And a district playoff game that's going your team's way and then some. There's Espinosa and a hard charge from behind, and that's a red. That is a red card. That is a red card. That is a red card, no question about it. Number 22, Jacob Magana, already had a yellow, and Ed didn't even go look for his yellow. It was straight red.
Straight red. And I'm glad we saw that straight red. It's unfortunate that Eastmont here, he got hurt on that play. There's just no need for that. It's very sloppy. They're down. They're not going to come back from 5-0, like I was saying earlier. There's no need for that kind of a tackle. That, in my book, raises to the level of violent conduct, which would be violent conduct, a 3-game suspension, not just your mandatory 1-game suspension.
This injury timeout is brought to you by Confluence Health, Wenatchee's premier treatment center for all sports-related injuries.
So, yeah, whoever's playing Davis next, Sunnyside or Wenatchee, will definitely welcome not having that player on the pitch. But, yeah, you hate to see the Eastmont player hurt.
They're still tending to him. Clock's still ticking. The red card happening in the 73rd minute of play of a game that, as you well said, well pointed out, Matt Wisen, was, well, pretty much decided. I mean, you're not going to score 6 goals in 7 minutes.
No. Nope. I'm emptying both my benches, and for both coaches.
And there's Johan Espinosa. And there's plenty of sin to go around here. I'm gonna be the skunk at the picnic. When Ed Navarro showed him the red card, a couple of Eastmont players showed him phantom red cards as well. That's completely uncalled for. There's already a referee. I don't care how upset you are. There's no need for that either.
No.
There's already a referee. He's already been ejected. Just focus on the game. And Mr. Espinosa will take a place on the bench. He will be treated for his injury first.
Well, the wind's starting to swirl around here. It's pretty muggy. I'm just hoping that the Lightning isn't deciding to move in. If I'm Mr. Navarro, I may decide not to add the extra time on and just get out of here so we don't have to go into lightning delay.
We might have close to 2 minutes of additional injury time. We're back in action now. Nice job by Eastmont keeping that ball alive. Touch to the back for Vasquez. Vasquez leaving one, trying for two. Nice triangulation. Taken back by the Pirates. Bravo. That one is Diaz. Diaz. Touch to the back for Mauricio Sanchez. Back to the yes. 76 minutes minus a second. Recovered by the Wildcats this time. Across midfield we go. Personal maneuver. Tovar. A battle near the corner. Into the box we go. Ball goes out of bounds. And there's another player for the Eastmont Wildcats getting some playing time. Another sub. That's Cristian Valtierra, number 15. Flag is up.
Yeah, a little foul there, but I think he's going to call a throw instead.
The assistant referee made a motion with his elbow. It's going to be a throw-in, and it was a throw-in. Shot into the box. Let's see if they connect there, and the stop by Mr. Rishko. It's day and night for this young man under the 3 tubes from the first half to the second. Matt Wisen.
Yeah, Coach went out and had a few words with him here right at half before he addressed the rest of the team, and whatever he said kind of got his head back in the game, and he's been doing well.
Quick move down the center alley, opening the game up for Tony Leon. First on it is Arteaga. That one is Sanchez. The header by Giovanni Romero.
I was talking to Gio before the game. I've coached him for years, and his family and friend are good friends with ours, and he was feeling sore. They got a good workout earlier in the week, and that's the first thing he said to me is, "I'm sore." So I think he's earned an Epsom salt bath tonight.
The heel touch does not work. Eastman with the recovery. Across midfield we go with Tony Leon. Switching flanks for Tovar. Taken back by Alvarado. Stopped at midfield by Valtierra. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be Pirate ball. 78 minutes, 1 second. We are now officially under the direction of Mr. Navarro as to when this contest will end. Thankfully for all of us, the Lightning has decided it had better things to do. Exactly, knock on wood. Don't forget, at the conclusion of this contest, we will take a quick break, and when we come back, we will have the award ceremony, the presentation of the trophy for, well, can we say it? The district champions of this Big Nine. That unless something completely bizarre happens in the next 60 seconds will be the Eastmont Wildcats. Long kick up field. There is Sebastián Avilés, and there is Rishko once again with the stop. Continuing with our future programming, May 13th at noon, we will have the Keys Fiber Youth Parade from April 28th. At 2 p.m., the Les Schwab Classy Chassis Parade from May 4th. The Stemmill Growers Grand Parade at 5 p.m. from May 5th. And at 7 p.m., Game 5 of the Wenatchee Wild Spruce Grove Series from May 4th as well. Free kick for the Pirates. The quick give and go. Into the box we go. Good maneuver. Shakes one off. Tries for two. Has to back up. Under some pressure now. Good job by Vasquez. Ball goes to the hands of Vladimir Rishko. May 15th at 7 p.m. Wenatchee Wild against Chilliwack. A game from May 12th. Thursday, May 16th. Wenatchee Wild versus Steinbach. A game from May 13th. Friday, May 17th at 7 p.m. Wenatchee Wild against Ottawa, a May 15th game. And then May 18th, we'll tell you more in a second because here comes the Wildcats once again. Good move, top of the box, the shot over the crossbar. At 2 p.m. on May 18th, the Wenatchee Wild Wellington game from May 17th. And, excuse me, at 7 p.m., the game between the Wenatchee boys lacrosse team against Jackson, if Jackson wins its game against Tahoma.
Players are playing cat and mouse now with the coach with that Gatorade bucket. Getting ready to Well, now there we go. He sees what's going on. See if he decides to stand there and take it. No, they're offering him a raincoat. He said, nope, he's going to take it.
The quick move down the left flank.
So we're roughly 45 seconds into extra time now.
Arteaga. Cleared away by the back line of Eastmont.
And the delay to Johan looked like it was about a minute and a half, 2 minutes. Now the rain's starting to come down. And the Gatorade bucket. No, they got a hold of Coach here and trying to get the Gatorade bucket.
Let's see what's going to happen to poor Vidal Hurtado, who now probably wishes he did have hair.
Yeah, they're wrestling him now. I think they want to pin him down.
Free kick as the rain has begun to come down in earnest here. Into the box. Cleared away. And there it is, the shower. The Gator shower. And there is the whistle that tells us that this game is over. And in the Big Nine, Eastmont boys soccer is second to none. We'll take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll have the award ceremony from Wildcat Stadium. Don't go away. Welcome back to sunny East Wenatchee, where we have just witnessed a throttling by the Eastmont Wildcats against the Davis Pirates, and now these boys behind me are officially the top team in the Big Nine. Congratulations. I think these boys will do very well once they overcome their shyness. Having said that, I want to speak to this young man right here, Johan Espinosa. Now tell me, Johan, when you started this journey, what was the image in your mind? Did you see this team as championship material in the Big Nine?
Well, in the beginning, yeah, I did, because I mean, I've played with most of these guys a lot already, and that's where the chemistry plays in, and we have a lot of chemistry already, so that's like a big part. And yeah, these guys work hard in practice. They're disciplined, they're committed, and yeah, we want that state title.
Now, the two games against Davis, there were hard-fought matches, 4-3 going each way, 1 win, 1 loss. Why were you guys able to play so much better than your opponent today? What made the difference? Why was this such a lopsided contest?
I believe the second game we got a little overconfident since we won the first game, and like we didn't have the full squad that day, so that was like also a big issue. But we came back with the full squad at 100, and we got the W.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. And this gentleman right here is Manny Lopez. Manny, now, what does it feel to be at this point in your career with these boys heading to state?
It feels awesome. You know, I'm proud of these guys. You know, we put in so much work off season. Some of these guys went into the weight room, and that was awesome. And it's paying off now, and we're going to state, and we're hungry.
Absolutely. Matt Wisen, your call.
Yeah, and I was saying earlier, I've coached against you before. I've coached with you and a lot of your other teammates, and it's just a pleasure to watch you guys win this. I don't want to ask you any questions. I just want to congratulate you all. You've earned this. Enjoy it. Get ready for the next match, and best of luck, guys.
Can I say something? Hey, te quiero, mamá. ¡Hala, Isma!
And it is with that show of love for their teammates and their respective moms that we say goodnight here from Wildcat Stadium. On behalf of everybody involved, from Eric Grandstrom, Dan Coons, everybody at the studio, my friend Matt Wise, and I'm Sebastián Moraga saying thank you for being with us. We'll see you next time.
Good night.
Thanks for watching boys high school soccer on the NCW Life channel. Tonight's broadcast was brought to you by the Wenatchee Valley YMCA. We now return to regular programming on your source for sports in North Central Washington, the NCW Life channel.